this video, we'll be going over a GCSE question here that involves using the cosine rule. Shown is kite ABCD. Prove that cos of angle BAD is equal to 1 minus x squared over 50. So we're going to start this question off by finding the length BD. So we'll use the cosine rule here to find BD. And so our cosine rule is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So our lowercase letters here are the lengths of our sides, and our capital A is the size of our angle. That's opposite side A. So our triangle BCD is what we're going to approach first. So to find the length of BD, we're going to substitute our values in. So BD squared, so length of BD squared, which is our A squared here, is equal to BC squared plus CD squared minus 2 times BC times CD times cos of our angle here, which we have as on point C. So let's take cos of C. Now we'll do BD squared is equal to, and now we'll take the values that we have and substitute it in. So we have x squared plus x squared minus 2 times x times cos 60. So you can either use your calculator to find cos 60, or you can take it from one of the values you have to memorize. So cos 60 is equal to a half. So we're going to use this value that we have. And so we have x squared plus x squared, which is equal to 2x squared, minus 2x squared multiplied by a half. So here we can cancel out, so a half times 2 is equal to 1. So we're left with 2x squared minus x squared, which is equal to x squared. And this is BD squared. So this leaves BD as x, but we can keep BD squared equals x squared now because it will help us with the second part of our question. So in part 2, we're going to consider triangle ABD. So here we have triangle ABD shaded in. And now we're going to use this to find the angle BAD. So if we see in the question, it asks us to find cos of angle BAD. And so we've now calculated side BD. We can now use the cosine rule again, but this time for the angle. So you can use the cosine rule and rearrange it, or you could have memorized the rearrangement to find the angle. So if we rearrange the cosine rule, we get angle A is equal to, or we can have cos A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. Now, on the left-hand side of this, we have cos of A, which we're going to have as cos of BAD. Now we already have one part of our question. Now we have to substitute the values we have and work from there. So cos of BAD is equal to AB squared plus AD squared minus BD squared all over 2 times AB times AD. Now let's substitute the values we have. So we have this equal to 5 squared plus 5 squared minus x squared, as we've calculated in the first part, all over 2 times 5 times 5. Now from here we can simplify, so we get 5 squared, which is 25. So 25 plus 25 minus x squared over 2 times 5, which is 50. So we're left with 50 minus x squared over 50. Now we can separate this fraction into 2 other fractions, same denominator. So we can have this as 50 over 50 minus x squared over 50. 50 over 50 can be written as 1. So we now have 1 minus x squared over 50, and we have this equal to cos BAD. So cos BAD is equal to 1 minus x squared over 50. And now if we go back up to our question, we can see that what we have obtained is in the same format of what we've given. And so we have proved that cos BAD is equal to 1 minus x squared over 50. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content.